remember when working on this piece, I was still, again, struggling. I feel like I still struggle now with that idea of the whiteness as well, what it represents. So see, this page suggested itself to me perfectly because the first thing that I noticed, part of those lines, is the whiteness of the page. This vast expanse of whiteness that just really seems to be calling out to me in a visual sense. You know, what better way to explore the idea of whiteness than with a page predominantly made up of negative space. So that was really my starting point. And then I really liked the way that there were a few of those shapes drifting, you know, through that space. And like you said, connects to various things on the ground, and even with the overlapping of the headers connected to one another in visual ways. And it was, of course, very deliberate. But you see that central shape, that vast shape in the middle there that I put in, that's my pencil work. It bisects the page, it dominates the page, it looms over everything below. It's oppressive, it's terrifying. And then underneath it, there's that tiny inner figure pushing against it, you know, that tiny point of contact. But it's that initial spark, that initial push to not only try to know it and to understand it, but to push back against it. And that, of course, is probably very obviously me, and me still struggling to come to terms as both an artist and a reader with what the whiteness of the whale means, what was Melville trying to share with us. It's one of the chapters that I still struggle with the most as a reader in this entire image installation of that, as the challenge of that chapter continues to represent to me. See, you can almost see that almost gentle kind of force, and a slight indentation showing that this, you know, this is an intentional contact. This is maybe not a violation of sorts, but yes, there's a push and there's a resistance. There's a struggle there. There's a force meeting an immovable object. Very important to this sort of book, what you're saying is very important to this idea, this entity, this thing that was resisting me, but be seen as above me as well.